Cars on the Road was the most recent entry in the Cars cinematic universe, releasing in 2022. This show had 9 short episodes where we got to see Lightning McQueen and tow Mater on a road trip to go to Mater's sister's wedding. I actually didn't realize Piston Cup Productions made a video similar to this, so I'll be linking his video in the description so you can check out his video. It's been an entire year since this show came out, and I feel like the opinions on this show have shifted ever since. At first people liked it and thought it was a nice little show to hopefully shorten the wait of a potential new project, but now I've seen people not like this show that much. So today I want to see if Cars on the Road is good now that the recency bias has been long gone. So to start off with positives, they got Owen Wilson and Larry the Cable Guy back for their respective roles, and this show continues with the trend of parodying or interpreting car-related stuff like Salt Flats Racing and Mad Max. However, more people are focused on the negatives regarding this show. To begin, this show promised we would see returning characters on this show. People believed we would see characters like the delinquent Road Hazards, or Chick Hicks, or whoever else throughout this show. However, the only returning characters are the Radiator Springs Townies and Cruz Ramirez, both that only appeared in one episode, and that's it. It also doesn't help that Pixar decided it would be a good idea to reuse character models in this movie. Remember when people thought Sterling was returning to this show because this character had the exact same model? Turns out it was someone completely different. And that's not even the only one. They also reuse Miss Fritter's design, the water tank guy from Cars 3, as well as the other demo derby racers. I understand that making new character models must be hell to do, but I wouldn't think that reusing models of more prevalent characters rather than background ones would be a good idea. One thing that definitely hindered this show was how the episodes were structured and released. We thought they'd be at least 11-minute episodes like typical cartoons, but unfortunately these episodes were pretty short, around 6 minutes or so. It also was released all at once instead of releasing an episode weekly like the MCU shows. I get that it's just a simple TV show and not meant to be anything big like the movies, but maybe if they were longer they could have the potential of sticking with the audience more. Another positive I want to give are some of the new characters, at least the ones they don't reuse model-wise. Let's start with Ivy. I like how they gave her a backstory and a reason as to why she's hiding in the woods, but for some reason after staying back at the circus, she returns in the movie episode. Was kinda unnecessary, but it doesn't really matter since afterwards she doesn't appear. Another new character is Motto, Mater's sister. I highly doubt we'll ever see her again as she was probably made for the purpose of this show, but she's fine I guess. Kinda dumb that their argument and their fighting ends in like 2 minutes. Again, it would have benefited from having longer episodes, and that's really about it. The other characters either have one line or none. Some other characters that are mostly background ones have become somewhat popular, most notably the Salt Flats Racers. But overall, they focused this show on cramming as many different looking cars and colorful characters for the merchandise. But putting that aside, is this a good show for Cars fans? As a longtime Cars fan myself, I'd say it's a decent show. I would have preferred something else like a full-blown Cars TV series, but for what it was trying to do, a simple TV show with McQueen and Mater just to show that the IP is still relevant, and to sell more toys, I'd say it's pretty solid. Unfortunately it looks like Season 2 is cancelled. I think that's still a whole mess regarding if it's happening or not, but even if it doesn't happen, I'd say you can give this show a shot if you like Cars. But you'll probably forget about it in the next few months. Thanks for watching, and if you aren't subscribed, do so right now or I'll marry your mom today.